And we are live. Hello, everyone. I'm super excited. Welcome to A Cup of Resilience. My name is Tamiko Drummond, known as the Brand Success Coach. Once you choose us, they will never stop talking about you. Listen, I have someone dear to my heart in this studio today. I have Sheree Knowles, the CHRO of none other than HR Knowledge Source, HRKS for short. We know HR. Sheree Knowles, welcome, welcome, welcome. I'm so happy to have you.
Thank you. Thank you. I'm excited to be here. So, hey everyone, Sheree with HRKS. Thanks for having me, Tamiko.
Oh, it is my absolute pleasure. Sheree, please let the people know how we know each other.
Okay, so I'm going to take you back. So you may not even remember this, but to 2014 when you were first starting your business and we met for lunch. I think it was at the Atlanta Bread Company, and you were telling me all of the amazing things that you do. And as a result of that, I signed on to be your first paying client. Yeah,
Yay!
yeah.
Yes. Sheree is my first paying consistent client.
Right. Add the word paying to the list. Yes.
Yay! Yes. And we've been doing business together for a very, very long time. And I'm so appreciative. She is super awesome. HR Knowledge Source. If y'all don't know, you know what? You should know HRKS, because guess who does their marketing and branding? You
That's
guessed
right.
it, the Brand Success Coach. So I know you see that light bulb popping up all the time. Sheree, so we thank you so much and welcome to A Cup of Resilience. You have an amazing story, and this topic today is called Securing the Check. So people may not know, how did you start your company?
Okay, so let me tell you, I worked in a corporate environment, but like some of us was just doing some stuff on the side, right? So like a training gig here or there, or recruiting contract. And my very first gig outside of corporate, I went to Birmingham to train and did this amazing training, came back, I was all excited, and I'm like, okay, what do I do next? And my practical husband, we'll call him Practical Mark says, you need to send them a bill. So I do. And I create this invoice. I just made it up and it said payable to me. But at the very top, Tamiko, as you know, branding and logos are really important. And back then I didn't know you. So I just created Knowles Consulting out of thin air, send the invoice. I get this $1,800 check back and it is made out to Knowles Consulting.
Wow.
Company doesn't exist.
Right.
Can't take it to the bank, can't do anything with this $1,800 check. So Practical Mark says, call him and tell him. I'm like, I can't, I'm too embarrassed. Like I'm supposed to be this, fancy consultant. I can't call, I'll do it later. Put the
Right.
check down. Let's fast forward. I'm still in corporate America, 5, 6 years. I have misplaced this $1,800 check. Can't
Wow.
find it.
Sheree,
Don't
after
know.
5 years.
5 years. Can't find it.
Wow.
I don't even know where it is. I couldn't even begin to tell you. And so when I made a decision to come out of corporate or out of this position that I was in, I'm in total prayer about what's next. Do I stay in as a VP of HR? Is now the time to start my own gig? And one day I was in prayer, but I'm cleaning out a junk drawer. And guess what I found, Tamiko?
What?
That $1,800 check. So your whole story, right? Secured the check. Like I secured the check, but it took me 5 years. And my thought is that it was there all along, waiting for the time for me to find it. So manifestation
Wow.
is an important thing, right? And timing has to be everything. So here we
Right.
are, found it. I didn't call my friend, just so y'all know, but I called the accounting department and explained what happened. And the woman I spoke to put me on hold. She came back and she said, you could hear ladies laughing in the background. She was like, my manager said, send that check back today. We have been carrying it on our books for the last 5 years, waiting for you to cash it.
Wow.
What
Wow.
company do you know, big company, that carries $1,800 on their books for 5 years? They write that stuff off like bigger things than that. And they held it for me. So that's how I know it was my time.
It is your time. That is an
Yeah.
awesome, awesome way. It's like leap and the net will appear. So you
Yes.
knew the signs were all there. You already had the $1,800 after 5 years.
5 years.
Wow.
Like I could have bought a fence. We could have gone on
Right.
vacation, like a whole lot of stuff in the middle. And we
Right.
didn't. Yeah.
Wow. That is absolutely amazing. So you knew it was time to pivot. That was your story.
It was time. And I took the check when it came back in my name and started HR Knowledge Source.
That is amazing. So what does HR Knowledge Source stand for?
So we are the premier human capital consulting firm. We work primarily. Go ahead.
Nope.
Oh, we work primarily with small to medium-sized companies, and it's interesting because we play in two spaces. We work with companies that don't have HR at all, and so they outsource it to us, and we essentially just become their HR department on an ongoing, regular basis. And then we work with a lot of companies that have HR, but they need an extra pair of hands for certain projects. We have expertise in leadership development, employee training, coaching, and diversity. And so we spend a lot of time working with clients to help them build that internal expertise around diversity and leadership change management. We come in, we help the HR professional really satisfy their goals and initiatives, and then we unplug and leave them with all the glory. So outsourcing is a really cool thing for your career, by the way.
Awesome, awesome, awesome. So you've been in business now for how long?
Oh my gosh, 7 years, 7 years. Can you
Woo!
believe that? It's amazing. I can't
That's
even fathom.
amazing.
Yeah. And you've been with me since 2014, really,
I
since
have
we
since
launched.
the beginning. Right,
Yeah.
right. That's awesome, and I've seen the growth, and it's so amazing. So I wanted to ask you, are you securing the check now, Sheree?
Let me just say, first of all, 2019 was a banner year for us. That was, in most small businesses, you'll know that the first couple of years are hard. You're trying to get your traction. We got it, and 2018 was a great year. 2019 was a stellar year. 2020, we were on track for another banner year, and we all know what happened. COVID.
COVID, right?
But Tamiko, let me tell you, we closed out 2020 even higher in revenue than we had in 2019. But
Look
God,
at God. Look
yeah,
at God. That's a
yeah,
blessing. That's an
yeah,
absolute blessing. That
yeah.
is an absolute people. Okay, when it
Like
is
for
your
real.
time, nothing can stop it.
That's right. That's right. That's right. Not
Nothing
even
can
a
stop
pandemic.
it. Right. Not even a pandemic. Listen,
Yeah.
that's amazing, Cherie. That is absolutely amazing. And it's a blessing too, because I know that your company is based off of a certain biblical principle, isn't it?
It is. It is. We founded the company based off Ephesians 3:20. And interestingly enough, like I thought I was going to launch the company in January of 2014 and very clearly got a message to wait until March 20th. So we are all about spiritual and biblical foundations. We believe we're a faith-based company, and just putting it out here, as a faith-based company, we tithe our revenue. So we put our money where our mouth is, and we contribute to other charities in community projects as well.
Right,
Yep.
right. That is so awesome, Cherie. Thank you so much. So what other projects that you all have done that is maybe outside of the scope of regular HR consulting firms that you would say?
Yeah.
Mhm.
So I'll tell you a couple of really interesting things. Number one, just this past month, February, we launched a brand new recruiting division called the Recruitment Alliance. And it is truly a brand new division. It has its own revenue stream and P&L, which is different than the general HR consulting that we've offered. So it has taken off like gangbusters. We have some amazing clients. If you are looking for a job, go to HRKSrecruits.com and check out all of the openings we have for our clients, because we've got some amazing senior level and individual contributor level positions available through our clients. And interestingly enough, I have a passion for small businesses, as you know, Tamiko.
Yes.
So I do a lot of work with small business coaching, helping startups get their footing. We have a project going on right now with the Urban League of Greater Atlanta. Tamiko's part of that as well. You've been helping with our marketing and communications in terms of coaching these small businesses. We
Yeah.
do it through our church. And so that's a passion. So that's something that's not your traditional HR
Right.
per se, but we believe in helping businesses get their foothold. And the last thing that I'll say that's not traditional consulting is our career blueprint. We work with clients either at a corporation level, they're downsizing and they want to offer outplacement services to their employees. And we work with individuals who have been displaced and underemployed who are looking for career coaching, resume review, mock interviews, job search techniques to help them land on their feet. So those are some things that we do just born out of experience and passion from the rest of our team. And we offer that to our clients.
That's amazing, Sheree. That is not your typical consulting firm. And I know that your company has grown and is growing. So like how many consultants do you have currently?
So we are probably at about between consultants and employees. And I'll say we have two types of team members, right? So the W-2 employees who work for HRKS and they get a paycheck, and then a whole host of amazing experienced consultants who are 1099s. And so combined, we're probably at about 25 to 26 because we're bringing on one more this week, team members in our company. And we went from like 1 to 2 to 3. Here we are at 25, 26, 27.
Right. That's
Mhm.
amazing. And again, you're securing the check now. And so we don't have to worry about any lost checks.
No, thank goodness. Right. Thank goodness
Right.
somebody else helps that because it could be I might have left them in a drawer again, Tamiko. So there's no
Right.
right. So yeah, yeah. They took me off of that part.
Right. That's amazing, Sheree. I'm so proud and happy to be associated with you and your company for so many years. And thank you so much for trusting me with your branding and marketing as well. So tell the people a little of how I've helped your company during those years.
So let me say this because this is really important. You've helped certainly from a branding and marketing standpoint, but what you've done most of all is to help us find our voice because anybody can create a logo or do your social media. But what you do, Tamiko, and what you continue to do for us and for me is to give us a voice. Like HRKS has a thought leader presence in the marketplace, and that's because of you. I have a thought leader marketplace presence, and it's truly because of you. Because what I'm doing right now is not my comfort zone, and you push me to get out there, you push me to share my message, share my ideas around HR, and to help people think outside of the box. None of that would be possible without you and the work that you do in your company alongside us all these years. Like I already know without a shadow of a doubt.
Thank you so much. You
You're
hear that,
welcome.
y'all? Once you choose us, they will never stop talking about you.
Yes,
Sheree,
and we won't go anywhere else either. So no,
yay!
yeah,
Thank you. Thank
you're
you so
welcome.
much. I want you to tell everyone how if they're looking for certain aspects in their business, and I know you don't just it's not just about HR because you also do executive coaching and trainings, right?
Mhm.
So how do people reach out for any particular need that they have within their business? And what size companies do you work with?
Yeah, that's a good question. So we started by really focusing on small to medium sized companies for one primary reason. They don't necessarily have the expertise at this higher level HR that they need. They just can't afford to hire somebody full time or a full department. So we play really well in that space. But we also work with larger companies that have HR departments. We specialize, like you said, executive coaching and leadership. We do a lot of manager training as well as leadership training, and they're really two different things. We help companies who are looking to um, really talk about inclusion and build programs around inclusion and diversity, and not just check a box just because it's the in thing to talk about.
Right.
So we do a lot of things outside of your traditional HR department consulting. And we find that companies will either come to us because they have a gap and they need to fill it because the employees or the business is demanding it, and they will come to us to see if we can help them fill that role or fill that gap. Other times companies will come to us, especially small business owners, who are like, listen, now I have 10 employees and I don't even know where to begin. Like, am I compliant? Am I legal? Like, what happens? What do I do? And so we will come in with expertise to really help them stand up their HR departments as well.
That's awesome. That is awesome. So how do people get in touch with you, Sheree Knowles, or should they get in touch with you, or is there someone else they get in touch with?
So, I work with this amazing marketing firm that really helps us. So they put all of our social media out there. Just by the way, don't tell Tamiko. Now, I'm just kidding. You help me tremendously. We have a website. It is www.hrknowledgesource.com. We also, in every marketing branding material that you've developed or posting that you put out for us, our website is there. If you want to email me directly, you can email me at Sheree. It's SHEREE at hrknowledgesource.com, or you can email our info at or client solutions at hrknowledgesource.com. So you can find us in a lot of different ways.
And you can certainly Google
You
HR Knowledge
can.
Source, HRKS, Sheree Knowles, and you will have them. You will have them.
That's
Wow.
right. Right.
And listen, so if you all are out there thinking you have your business and you have any gap that you're just not sure, go ahead and reach out to Sheree Knowles at HR Knowledge Source. Go to www.hrknowledgesource.com, and you can certainly find them on all social media at HRKS LLC. Listen, Sheree, it's been an absolute pleasure. Thank you for sharing your story about securing the check. And listen, people, who does this? I don't know about you all, but during the pandemic, did better, had a stellar year. Listen, but God, that is absolutely amazing. Her company continues to grow, and you all will be seeing her some more. I just need to get her out of her comfort zone. I promise you. we are getting there. We are getting there, but this woman is absolutely amazing. Of course, she is my first paying client when I started my consulting firm, and she's still with me. And you heard her. She's going to be my forever client. So
that's right. That's right.
Thank you so much. So certainly reach out to HRKS LLC, Sheree Knowles. And of course, my name is Tamiko Drummond. I am known as the brand success coach. Once you choose us, they will never stop talking about you. Thank you so much for joining us today for a cup of resilience. Thank you, Sheree, and we will see you soon.
Thanks, Tamiko. Bye, everyone. Thanks for having me.
You're welcome.